How you doing? How you doing? And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Patty, and I appreciate you stopping by today. And you might be asking yourself, Patty, what do you mean, bro? Up your damage by 10 times? I've heard this before, and I know you have, and you've heard advice ranging from pray to RNG Jesus, spend $2,000, even level up your gear. And I understand your skepticism, but this is real, and we've got some friends just over that hill there that I'm going to show this new method to you, and we're going to raise the stakes a little bit. I'm going to use Barbara to kill every single one of them. You might be like, bro, you got a murderous Barbara? Nah, she built all HP. She built all HP. Look, I'll prove it. Look at this. HP, Elemental Mastery, healing bonus. No murder stats whatsoever. But if I can kill everybody that's over this hill with Barbara, least I ask you to do is just hit that subscribe button. Maybe leave me a comment, maybe a like. Let me know how you doing. Hope you having a good Thanksgiving. Now this process is a little tricky, but to prove that it works, I want to use Barbara to really just full sell it as much as possible, because it's a little crazy. So follow me here. It gets a little tricky, but check this out. All you need to do is run in with a full conficial, start cooking. Not really. Boy, there we go. Pop him out, and all right, in comes the pain. In comes the reckless regard of human or helicurl life. All right, we got two down. I might have to refresh this. Hold on, I don't want to cheat and get any damage off him. Come on. I'm gonna do it. And then we're actually gonna look at official and everything. But just to show, how hard my Barbara hits. Yeah. See them sick, crazy, nasty numbers? You never seen nothing like that, boy. You ain't never seen it. But, yeah, full conficial is insane. So now when I'm getting a hit, I'm doing anywhere between like 1,500 and like 2,500 damage, depending on what I'm fighting. And that is insane. Look, we didn't even need to break his shield. We just murdered him with Barbara. I appreciate that subscription. So obviously this is slightly a meme. This is really a showcase for a full Constellation official. I can't remember if it was in one of the beginning, I don't know if it was the beginner banner or the venti one where we had a chance to get official, but I got 4 from that, and then I managed to pull her once more at some point in regular pulls, and then with this beautiful event that we've just had, I got my last and final Constellation. And I have never read a description more incorrectly in my entire life. So from the way that this is worded, to me, it personally sounds like whatever you're attacking, Oz is just over there like, oh, him? That's the dude we're killing? Cool, I will attack him with you. And his normal attacks would just be focused fired on whatever target that you're actually hitting. What's actually happening is every time you hit, basically Oz is sending out an attack at the same time. So you pair that with anybody that's hitting with an elemental hit, essentially. So like any whoop, 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 whoop. So like on my team, that would be Klee, all of her normal attacks are fire damage. Barbara, all of her normal attacks are hydro damage. All right, every time you hit with that, Official also has another thing that's coming into play with her talents, where as soon as you cause an electro-related reaction, they're also going to get an additional 80% of Official's attack as electro damage. So that's a lot. That can cause really, really, really rapid reactions, and it's just memes. Let's find some more groups. Let me actually. How am I? Okay, we got 81. Let's do one of these so you can see what official actually looks like in a normal fight with everybody's attacks being boosted by that. Because while it's a meme that, my Barbara hits for 100 to like 150 on her best day in a hit, and with official out, she's now doing 1.5 to 2k every time she's attacking. And yes, I'm counting that as her damage. Don't judge me. that is an increase well over 10%. For everybody else, you get anywhere from a 20 to 30% damage increase, especially for those that have just like normal attacks. So like my Razor, when he's normal attacking, the added damage from the Oz hits on that is like a nice 20-30%, sometimes more. With my Klee fighting certain things and getting really quick elemental reactions, I'm doing anywhere from 2 to 3 times the damage I normally do. So it's a sliding scale, but it's pretty nuts. It's pretty insane. So let's actually, and hopefully I don't get really crappy enemies out of this thing. I tried to do one earlier, and it was just a lone assassin dude. I'm like, bro, I need people to see this murder. Oh, that is not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted, but that's cool. She'll help, oh. Look how fast that health going down, though. So yeah, that is still with my main DPS just absolutely insane bonuses of damage. And I'll just do regular attacks with Klee for a second so you can kind of see what she's doing on her own. I kind of deserve that. I don't know if I feel like I deserve that one though. That one felt a little like it was a little too much. But we can still lean into the meme and have Barbara just kill people because Barbara's now a murderer. That's canon. That's 100% canon. All right. And even with our boy here, and I'm going to keep getting frozen. Yeah, we going to move away from you. Use our Q to refresh and get another Oz back. See, there we go. There we go. All right, and then also just pop this, and everything should just die. Like, die. Like, you ain't never going to see them again. That camera angle is messing me up. That is, oh, just some really nice, juicy hits. I wish I had gotten better enemies out of that draw, because the Electro shield on that guy is definitely not helping us showcase this damage all that well. And my Klee gonna die. My Klee gonna die. But again, we've, you know, half the damage to our fat boy here was done by our Barbara and Fischl together, working as a great team. Yeah, we're just gonna kill him real fast before he does anything extra. All right, gentlemen. Just need you to hold on a minute. There we go. That's cool. I appreciate that. We're going to try to capitalize on that other dude being far away. See if we can get some quick murders in here. See if we can actually get some decent damage this time. Oh, and our Fischl ran away. But after this fight, we'll actually go through and wish we didn't kill our own people for the most part. Barbara got to come out here and clean it up again, y'all. Ooh. That was a little bit more damage than I thought she was going to take. What is with my luck? And every time I try to make a video using one of these rocks, it's like, here, let me give you the worst possible enemies for what you're trying to showcase. Yep. That's a thing. Y'all so rude. So very rude. Alright. Let's bring Klee back to life. Pop this Q. Thankfully, Dodge eating a whole bunch of damage right there. See if we can help Oz kill this man. Oz already left us. We're going to cheat a little bit. Risk losing all of our good damage. There we go. Okay, so that dude's... Jesus Christ. I forget that they keep adding them back. Alright. So overload damage is going to bring his health down a little bit. Get a little boost from Razor in here since they're low enough that the Wolf's Bane will start doing its job. We thankfully have this up again. And I've got my girl killed. Alright, so can Barbara bring it home? I feel like she can because the meme is alive. Oop, don't do that. Don't do that. But it's crazy that my Barbara, out of all people, now can legitimately kill when I have Oz out. Like, that is insane to me, no matter how the meme is, you know, being made. The fact that this is a legitimate thing now is insane to me. I really need to dodge a little bit further out of the way on that one. You think, like, getting hit with it 3-4 times would have been like, okay, no, he's gonna get it this time. He's gonna get it this time. Please die and that be the end of this fight. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, I apologize to everybody. I did not mean for this meme to live this kind of life. Oh, don't you knock me out of that circle, bro. Don't you... Alright, I'm about to just run away from this so that we can actually look at the gear and talk about the build a little bit. Because there's nothing super crazy. Like, it's straight up just the fact that that's full con on there that we're seeing such ridiculous damage. Because I've got some stuff on my official to help with certain things, but none of it's going to factor really into that damage. She doesn't have like crazy elemental mastery or anything like that. We're just going to abandon the shit out of this. I don't have time for this right now. You guys ruined the video for me. Not really. This is actually the second take of this. The first one, I've been doing some other recording with family, working on some different types of content, and we're going to fall off the cliff too. Just a strong day all around. And I use a different setup for that and had my mic set up for a headset and everything because we're trying to do some caption type videos and everything. So I recorded a whole 20-minute video on this and the microphone was set to the wrong one. So I have a 20-minute silent film of me just looking really excited, talking about things, and then killing people with Barbara. So, like, it's memes, but not the kind of meme that I was trying to go for, though we definitely were trying to go for a meme. So let's actually look at our girl a little bit so I can break some stuff down for you. So if you haven't really looked through her constellations before, this one is pretty nice, though it really only benefits Fischl. So with this one, whenever Fischl is attacking and Oz is not present on combat, he'll still basically do little shots and do a little bit of damage. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it's a nice little addition in there. Next one, you just do a little bit more damage. I want to say that's with Knight Rider should be your boy, your Oz. So that just boosts your Oz's damage a little bit when he comes out. That upgrades the level. This basically just deals a little bit more damage when you're using your elemental burst, and she gets some health back, so that's not bad. This just upgrades the level of her elemental burst. And then here we have some chunky boy stuff. So like we said earlier, what I thought was essentially that it only factored in when you were attacking. It would just focus that person. Instead, every time you attack, you're also getting a free Oz attack that's hitting at the same moment. So with your elemental attacks, it does insane stuff. Talent-wise, we're also getting... This is a thing that you should remember, but you're not really going to be Fischl in a whole lot of situations, so it's not going to get used a whole lot, but it's definitely beneficial if you're trying to get some quick AoE damage to be able to use Fischl to try and get some of that out. Though I would use my Clee because she's much grosser at AoE. And then we've got this. So every time they trigger an Electro-related elemental reaction, it also does a whole bunch more damage, which is it's just great. So it all ticks up very, very, very quickly. In terms of weapons and artifacts, I'm using Rust mainly because my bows are mostly imaginary. I don't have any really great ones. I got this one recently, but at the point of the game that I'm in, I'm not going to level this up. This could be a viable option. Sacrificial bow also potentially wouldn't be too bad, but it's going to drop off. It's more useful early game, but once you have a more fully built Fischl, between the fact that your elemental burst will also summon an Oz, and your Oz is on a relatively short cooldown, this isn't super must-have. But if you're like me and you have a pretty rough selection and you don't have Rust, you could definitely go with this, and that's going to be pretty decent. The increased energy recharge, also not a bad thing. But we're rocking Rust. Essentially, the way that I use Fischl as a support damage is the only time I'll ever use her normal attack is when I'm in encounters when things are flying and my normal DPS are not going to be able to hit them. It's really nice to get just a little bit of added damage in there. So we've got Rust so that we're doing really good auto attack damage so that we're not having to basically stop, aim, potentially get hit by things. It's a very fluid, quick way to do ranged damage. And then as far as my artifacts are going, we've got nothing crazy here. I definitely have plans to, when I get AR-45, farm some more specific stuff. But what I'm running right now ties in pretty nicely with Rust. So I'm running the 2-piece Martial Artist. And then we also have 2-piece of Wanderer's Trope. We're also going for a little bit of Elemental Mastery on the gear. But all the pieces I have on her right now are more or less not final pieces. These are just kind of things to get us through the mid-game until we can actually start farming real gear. So when I actually get to that point, I'll actually get her leveled up all the way to 80, do a, level 80 full con build video where we actually go through and talk about some different sets. Just to touch on some stuff real fast, the sets that I'm personally interested in trying for her, honestly, this is one of them, because I had my official on instructor for a while, and it was so nice and tied into the way that I was using my team. She would just boost everybody's elemental interaction, and her Oz does so well pairing with so many characters' elemental abilities that it just made a lot of sense. So continuing to stick with something like that and using her elemental burst when we're already getting a little bit of energy recharge. There's also another thing that I haven't really touched on, is that when you have an elemental interaction, both of the people involved with that get a little bit of energy back. So there's you can really regenerate your elemental burst very quickly, which is why I would make the argument that this is actually something that would be really beneficial for your team when you have a full con. The reason that I like that more than I like some of the elemental builds, we can talk about those real fast, but essentially this is potentially a really good set too. So I actually do want to get Thundering Fury and do some testing between them. But the other set that we have a chance to get, I really dislike. I really dislike. So increased damage against enemies affected by Electro by 35%. There's a lot of situations where you're not going to get this damage. Fighting certain enemies that are, say have a either shield of a certain element, or are themselves just a certain element. Think of like slimes and stuff like that. You're not going to be able to apply Electro and to those people. You can hit them with Electro if they're the right element and get a decent reaction from that, but you'll never actually apply Electro to them and have it really stick. So there's a lot of places where you're going to lose out on this damage. So that's why I really don't see myself farming this stuff too hard. This isn't a bad set, but that's not enough to make me really want to do this dungeon, so that hopefully out of the 4 or 5 sets that I can get out of here, I get the one Thundering Fury that I want. When I do start farming domains for actually artifacts, I want to stick to ones that I'll be able to use multiple things out of them for different people. So, these ones make a little bit more sense. Some of this stuff is not bad. A 2-piece of this could be really beneficial for my Rust build. You know what I mean? Like, I could use this on Fischl, and then I could also use some of these things on other characters too. This also could be a devastating 2-piece. If I did a 2-piece of this and a 2-piece of that, I feel like that would hurt. That would be doing some damage to people. So, but I appreciate y'all sticking through the meme. I hope I tricked a few of you out of a subscription with making my Barbara bet. She did kill those people, so if you haven't done it yet, I really do. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I was right. All right, guys, we're gonna cut to the end card. I love you. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate your faces. I hope you're also having a great Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are like me and you have today off, you have tomorrow off, and then you have the weekend off as well, and you just get a nice 4 solid days to just be a slug. Because that's what I've been all day. But I also spent all week in a crawl space before you start trying to judge Patty. It sucks. So we're also just very sore and in pain. So I'm getting my rest. I hope you're getting your rest too. I'm definitely going to try and stream once or twice over this holiday break, so keep an eye out. Definitely, if you could do your boy a huge favor and support some of our new socials that we opened up, following us on Twitter and Facebook would be really huge for those. And we're also going to have some short form stuff coming to that soon. We've got a couple of short clips ready of some stuff we've been doing in other games and everything, some Call of Duty stuff, also have some Phasmophobia things. Hopefully some of that stuff will start coming out on there soon. I'm guessing in the next week or so we'll have at least 1 or 2 of the Call of Duty ones up on Facebook. So keep an eye out for it. Your boy'd appreciate it. I need all the love I can get on there. But thank you guys so much. Enjoy your holidays, and you're gonna have to catch your boy in the next one, cause we're out of here. Deuces.